Guys, we saw yesterday they're very close to them, but they have innovative ideas, new ways of doing the business with explosive growths, spearheads in the new OmniLife strategies. We've learned from them a lot. We'll have something different. Let's see how it goes. I want to welcome all of them, good friends of us. Manuel Turiño, Antonella Martínez, Gabriela Pazmiño, Adrián Macís, Ariel Cárdenas. How are we doing? Good morning. Good morning, Diego. It's a pleasure. So elegant, all of you. Good morning. Are you waking up or you didn't go to sleep? I didn't sleep. Nothing. I feel like I'm in Europe, but you still have the pillow on your face. Nothing. Okay, how are you guys doing? What do you think of the marathon? We're going to have something different. We're going to introduce each other, and then I will give you phrases and words, and I want to know what you feel, what you see from the things I. Let's see how it goes. I want to do something different with you guys to see what's your vision of this company. That's why we call this talk Future Business Part 2. The founders gave us the first part. And the future double diamonds we have in this platform, in this session. I don't know what this is, WebEx or Zoom. Help me, please. But I want to know what's your vision of this company. How you started, because many started many years ago, very young. Others look very young as Adrian, but he's older, he grew old. But after some years, with an incredible future ahead, with many things, how these new tools give you the weapons to dream to become a double and triple diamond. What do you think of the marathon? Let's get organized. Ladies first, Gabi, Antonella, then by age, Manuel, Adrian, and Ariel. We will go like that. Great. Diego, once again, thanks. Greetings to all the people who are watching us, distributors, friends, peers, brothers who are here. We've learned so many things. All the things we learn is very valuable. And the new people, they're probably not part of this, but they're listening to it. But they were told today they would listen to something wonderful. I am Gabriela Pazmina Yepes. I live in Ecuador. I had the blessing of knowing OmniLife 10 years ago. I was one of the persons who could have missed the opportunity because of I didn't have enough information, not believe in a company with products that has things like retailing could benefit me in such a way like what I'm experiencing right now. I didn't know. I just came here to take product, and this is something wonderful that we experience immediately, precisely the magic our product has. What you achieve in cosmetic as well as nutrition, what you achieve in a human's life. I love it. This was in a week, and along the way I find that there are people getting financial results very big. That was quite shocking for me. With a lifestyle I've always dreamed that I knew I deserve trips, financial freedom. That's when I decided to find more. I consider myself, I always tell people that here they need to use their highest intelligence because you need to realize the benefits you have honestly. I know no company the same. I start to see they show me a vision of the business, and very quickly I was amazed. I took it. I'm always willing to start from zero, and big things, everlasting things. the things you want to feel proud of, they're not, you don't achieve them overnight. I was willing to walk the path, and I took it. A lot of learnings. I had hard times. For some people, it would maybe seem easy not continuing, but this firm decision, this relentless decision to stand on my conviction, what I felt, what I knew in my heart that would lead me to what I was always dreamed. And as you said, last year we had an impressive growth. Last year I got checks more than $30,000. On top of that, today I understood that because of the growth process, everything is a result of what you do inside you, how you change here. I have freedom as a woman, as a mother. I have 3 kids. They're getting ahead. I'm free of debts, free of problems, different situations, the stress many people experience. From the bottom of my heart, I wish all the people who can experience what I'm experiencing today. And as you said, this is not the limit. More is coming. I'm getting excited. Sometimes I get nervous. I take a deep breath. Every morning I wake up being very grateful for being here, for being safe, being in a company that gave me all the tools for me to balance my life, to work it out, and what I'm experiencing this present. Trips, I've been in 24 countries, all expenses paid. I was not looking for that, but I always dreamed in having this experience, and I experienced in this qualified for Paris, Dubai, with my 3 kids, with and my mom. Wonderful, as you said. We will talk a lot. We will little by little. We will explain all this. We will go now with Antonella. We've seen her a lot because of her results and extraordinary strength. She passes this on to us, Antonella. She wasn't able to qualify, so she made a decision to come to Guadalajara. He sold everything with her son Martin, a baby where Jorge received her in Guadalajara. That changed her life. Antonella, good morning. Precise, quick, how much are you making, and a little bit what you're feeling, what you are. Diego, the truth is a pleasure being able to share. I'm very excited. I've been here the whole process. I had to take some hours, but because I'm very nice, but I'm very grateful because of what the company does to us. Let me tell you, almost 5 years now, I'm part of the company. I came here when I was 17. I left my parents' home. I didn't finish school. Getting a job was very difficult. Thank God I had opportunities outside like anybody else. Probably would be sharing, I don't know, would be here sharing with you. When I started, I was in a very bad situation economic wise. My kid wasn't born yet. When I got pregnant, my life changed. My self-esteem was very low. I was afraid talking to people. I was very insecure. But when my son was born, that changed. It was not what I was going to do. I was going to do for me, but for my son. How are going to be in 10 years? I made a decision at that time when I was living with his father. We had a relation. We I made a decision, one of the toughest decisions in my life, to end a relation, to be in the business. That's when I decided to go to Guadalajara. My son was 6 months old. I sold everything in my house. I didn't stop anything because I didn't see what I didn't have at that time, but with the faith, with heart, this opportunity is going to change your life. I had to be in that event to meet Jorge, and he has this in this event where he says my dream was to meet Jorge Vergara, and everything was super. When you follow your heart, you you make the right decision. It's the voice of your soul. I made that decision. I put everything on the grill, knowing what I was going to get because I was seeing with the eyes of faith when I met him. The last event from Jorge, I go back to Argentina 2018 to be 1,000% in the business. What happened? I've been doing physical things. Last year, everything was digital. That's when our growth went up. Thank God the company has all these tools that allows to sell product to reach many people with the business not conscious. I got all bonuses, advanced production, gold premiere. The last one was diamond premiere. Very impressive. When I saw my checkbook, almost $13,000, I said, Lord, I'm 24 years old. 24, more than 6 years taking different stuff. I had different types of addictions, and I decided to take this decision. This brought back my will to live. I see many people how they're starting to trust. That's impressive. Today is not about income, because if in this moment I could say that's it, it's not about being sell what you're making. That's not my purpose. My purpose is not money. You get to the point, you start to look for that reason of being why I came to this world, and with new categories in the team, these people will experience what we're experiencing, and that excites me a lot. And I cry because I remember how it started with many limitations, many fears, and it's just being persist, trust your, invest in your business, being intelligent, helping people, guiding them. My son was my angel. He was never an excuse. Last year, we went through COVID. With COVID, we kept working 20 hours a day. We moved on because there was a bigger purpose rather than money. It was helping people. Yeah, you get too excited. Great. As usual, very explosive. Boom. Against the wall. Let's continue to wake those who manual was like this. I think that now he woke up. Let's welcome Welfen, who joined the panel. We said Manuel. Manuel just got a brand new Mercedes, the Jorge Vergara bonus we give to these tourists who worked 12 months in a straight line and had the biggest growth. The car is the least important. The growth in his levels, the people in Peru, Argentina, Uruguay, Europe, the US, impressive, really impressive, along with his wife, Monica. You having a spearhead to find a new way to adapt to a new business model. I'm sure you will have to balance when Peru allows this. He's Spanish. They live in Lima. He and Monica. Manuel, very quickly. Who is Manuel Turino? Hello, Diego. Good morning. I am Manuel Turino. Was born in Basque Country in Spain. I'm first because of the age. Yes, I am 48. And for many years, I did Olympic row, and I think I learned in life is the power of will. I am Aquarius, I'm a dreamer. In this marathon, you see how the power of will allows Diego Calderon. I don't know if probably he has super glue, but the power of will. I'm holding the table. I'm grabbing the table. The power of will makes people achieve goals and dreams. And talking about dreams, I took a technical career. Then I was an employee. I didn't go well. When I was 24, I had already 4 jobs. I didn't get what I was wanted. I have my own business. I invested 30,000 euros to have my own shop. As an entrepreneur, I learned that it wasn't The same happened to me. I met my wife Monica. She got me involved in this big company, and at first I didn't know. I wasn't aware of where I got, and I had this thing with her that called follow up. When I discovered Omnili's big opportunity called the aha moment, when I joined this work model in the 2002 Extravaganzas, I was shocked with what I saw in Guadalajara with Jorge Vergara. Let me tell you that first I was scared seeing a lot of people jumping, very excited. We are scared. We're spiners. It's like a sect. I don't know when I got involved in emotionally with my heart here, and I found a gold mine. At first, I came to Peru to learn. To the idea of staying, I got a tourist visa, 2 3 months. Let's go to Peru for you to learn. Then we go back. She never gave me a period, and in Peru, we're here since 2002, August 2002. And with the pandemic, uh, it's been the longest period I don't go back to Europe. But along the way, I found a big opportunity, a great company. I found also the way of developing this potential that was in me. We have been developing in the last 6 years. We started to see a change around me, especially in Peru. 75% of the people in working age are people below 33 years old. We started to see there was a huge opportunity with young people, but the way you give the presentation, even though it was very fresh, there was something we couldn't connect with them. We thought on how you think on how to get through them. You have this marathon, how to make people move faster with this opportunity. We started to see technology, the internet, something that connected with young people. We started to change the way, obviously, along with the tools of Life gave us. This allows us to change in the last years to change our business center. We had a hybrid between an physical and online business centers. Once we finish the presentation, we would go to the street, and others wanted to stay in a shared working space. After the pandemic, we got this that left, it was like a knockout, and we started to find a big amount of Peru was completely closed, and automatically the whole thing, the only thing we had at hand was online. We started to sell in other countries. We found a big market in Mexico, Argentina, in Chile, in the US, and actually our team organization grew a lot. But at the end of the day, that burning desire along unstoppable power of will, that's what created this huge growth, sustained by all the things that from the past. That's something that is not instantaneous. If you have a gestation, sometimes people are weak here, they want to get involved in this opportunity, and it's having a a sexual an intercourse, and wanted to see a kid in a minute and see him growing into. You need to spend at least 9 months to start creating a break opportunity, and obviously you need to develop it, and that has been so far my story. Today's check, we have hit $50,000 a month, and this gives you financial peace of mind. We have been able to invest in a number of things, and having a big income. Omnilife gives you a brand new automobile in your garage. That results in problems because we have a garage for 3 cars and now we have 4, and we're playing around with this. I hope all problems in life were like this. Congratulations, Manuel. Thank you very much, Diego. We continue. We go with Welfrem, and Sandra. Diamonds in Ecuador. They came from Colombia. They came to Ecuador basically to sleep in a. Welfrem will tell you they are big leaders with an incredible organization. They have had organizations in Mexico, in Quito, especially, and many places in Ecuador. They've grown a lot in Uruguay. They are the stewards we love a lot. Welfrem, how are you doing? Very quickly, tell the people who is Welfrem Amaris. It's great to say hi. I'm very excited with all the things we've seen in this marathon. This has been a marathonic information, all the information we have received, all the tools. So I am very excited with this. And let me tell you that just last week we turned 18 years in Ecuador, changing years with $18,000 in a debt, sleeping in a basement on a borrowed mattress, looking for an opportunity to change the only thing we had in the suitcase, we had hopes, we have the desire to change our lives. For this, my wife took the opportunity, and for 2 years, I didn't want to hear anything about this project, and I did whatever I could for her to leave this. And in these basements, living 6 months in these basements, one day I wake up and I didn't like what I saw around me. That was the day. This, like as we all have, I'm fed up. I'm tired of this life I have. And I ask a question: is that it? There's nothing better for me? And the answer came right away. There's nothing better because you didn't cause it. I bite my tongue and ask my wife to take me to Abnel if I didn't ask her. Teach me what we learn. Get me in touch with somebody who trained you. I go, I hear the opportunity, and that day, what I heard in that meeting changed my life completely. My vision, because that day I was filled with hope. I heard people talking about dreams, saying dreams may come true. It doesn't matter how you are today, what matters is how you want to be. You are independent. If you work, you win in this company. If you don't work, you don't win anything. But I also heard if you work more, you get more. And for me, that's what made a click. I'm a hard worker. I love to work. This is for me. That day, from that meeting, I made the decision to work without the knife, to support my wife's project, and talking about what we are discussing today, the vision that made click with me was hope. If you do what you have to do, if you connect, if you vibrate with this opportunity, your life will change. Imagine coming to this country, an unknown country. You have no family, you know nobody. Some days you wake up and you have no money for food. That's what happened to us. I never went to bed without eating, but many times I didn't. I woke up without knowing if I was going to have breakfast. So when you have in a city and you have a relative, you remember you have a mother, you go there, you have breakfast. But when you're in a different country, you know nobody. You wake up, you know you have no money to eat. You learn to work things out. That's what my wife and myself learned. The very first day I decided to support this project, I bet on winning. That's one of the things we did. There was no option. We do it or we don't. One of the things that come with me is always being passionate. I didn't have money to eat. It's okay. I was happy I would go out to share this with the people. Today, We have earned more than $36,000 in bonuses, twice as much versus what we have in debts. Just with OmniLive's bonuses, we have paid back our debts. I didn't come here for trips. My need was making $10 every day to pay for the food. And well, this has been a spectacular because last year we made basically $30,000, and that's spectacular because every dollar that comes to our account, every dollar from OmniLife is blessed money with gratitude for many people who have been transformed. We came along, but thanks to the people from this country that opened their doors to us, where we have been able to build dreams, where we have been able to live a life of experience I never thought I would experience, thanks to the people who believe, even though we have nothing. We had no money, but you know what? There was something we had: hope. The fact of seeing leaders who were achieving what we want to achieve gave the certainty, and when we got certainty, the only thing we did was learn to move forward and to overcome the difficulties that may come up. For us, there was no excuse not to do. Every time we found, yes, if it wouldn't work from here, what can I do? There's no going back, because I understood that once you start in this business, there were people who put their dreams, depending on what we would show them. And thanks to this vision, they decided to go for their dreams. And for us, it was not okay to give up when somebody else place their hopes of life, of change, their health, their finances, their families in the hands of this opportunity. So for me, today connects me more and more with a clear vision to know where we go. Excellent, Wolfram. What you share with us is incredible, is true. We will continue with Adrian Massis. Adrian started very young in the company. He will tell you what he did. He and other people who came in very young with him. I think the first in Fuerza, before we had in Fuerza, they were 17 years old. Today they have become leaders. Adrian Bibi, they have incredible leadership in Costa Rica and many countries in the world, in Central America and Argentina, because Antonella is from Adrian Massis' organization, ninth layer. But imagine the connections the world has, how at the end of the day we're all interconnected, and you have in your organization the people you deserve. So Adrian, congratulations. Tell us, who is Adrian Massis? Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks, Diego. It is a privilege being in this studio with friends like Daniel, Gavi, friend, my good friend Ariel, and obviously my extremely good friends Antonella. I have a Kanda lit. She's well protected. First of all, thanks for the invitation. It is a privilege being part of this marathon, as always. Marathon Omnilife doing different things, innovating. I'm very excited because of the things I've heard. I think one of the keys is to act quickly. I don't know, but when I heard Lex, I was doing things in my website. While I was listening to her, I was changing things on the fly, in real time. I think that's the key. All this marathon, all this effort, 24-hour effort, put it in practice right now. Otherwise, it's going to be another lesson, another class, and this won't result in a change in your life. I have 24 years working in OmniLife. I'm 47. Next Thursday, it's going to be 27 years after signing this contract in Inez's house. I graduated summa cum laude. I got a job. I spent 1 year with my degree. I had to wash cars in companies, offices, and you know that washing cars, you won't make it. So I was in search of something. That's when Inés invited me. She tells me nothing is important. She told me I have a business that may be interesting for you. Come to my place. I went to her house. She presented this to me, and I see this opportunity. I won't lie to you. I left her house saying, wow, I'm going to be a millionaire. I think we need to remember when we started, and sometimes when you have many years in Omni and you forget this and you have no patience with the new guys, I at Inez's house, I saw the tip of the iceberg. I said, if I make $500 a month while I find something, and the products back me up. That's why it's very important for you to pay attention to all the leaders who talked yesterday and today. They have something in common. We all have this. Without this, I wouldn't be here. This is not the reason of being from the left. I remember the products started to work with my mom, my grandmother, and that gave me trust. And sometimes trust starts with knowing that what you're selling works. And those first 3 months that are very important. That's why I take care of people. These 3 months is like the baby that is developing the skills during 3 months. The product helped me because we didn't have events like now. When I signed up, and there we didn't have the infrastructure we have today in Costa Rica. The product helped me that there was an event. So the message we have is this hybrid mix of physical versus an online. I remember that a traditional event, the warmth, the frequencies. I don't know how to explain. It's like going to stadium to watch a match. It's not the same. I remember there was Pepe at that time. I didn't see the tip of the iceberg, the whole iceberg. I got where I was, and I made the decisions. Decisions are important in your life because decisions impact 5 years of your life. So, what you're experiencing in your life right now, in financial terms, it is because of the decisions you made 5 years ago. I remember I left Pepe's event. I fell in love with his lifestyles. If I say I fell in love with Pepe, you know how Mexicans are. I fell in love with Pepe's lifestyle, and I made a decision of no more curriculum. I made a decision to make things happen, and things change in that moment when you change in your mind. When you do something, your situation starts to change and start to see results. I got 97 extravaganzas. I was 23 years old at the time. It was in Jorge Vergara's yard that time. When I left, I was excited with this famous word, success. I found the success, éxito in English is exit, the way out. If you are no one, you just connected to it. And yesterday, you is this idea of I found a way out. I left that La Escoba ranch, and it was a domino effect. Obviously, I listened when being young, you will.
And with that, I follow the old people, and I was a 24-year-old, and I went a cruise to the Greek island. And I remember that we were behind Victor Correa, Pepe Vergara, all my great friends, because I want to absorb everything. I hunger to learn, to follow my sponsors. I suffer a lot of economic difficulties. So now with this sensation, I the vision is here right now. Manuel taught me that. So I what is important is I gave me the opportunity because I started learning, but hunger is the thing that moved me. So if you are like that in right now, give you this opportunity and learn. So I started like that, and to end my speech for me right now, for these 2 days is like a buffet, because we've seen everything, we've seen all. This company that can give you all type of tools, ways to do your business, so you can and you can deliver pizza, sushi, any kind of food. So please follow this example. Thank you and congratulations. So let's continue with the last member of our panel, Ariel Cárdenas, second generation. His father, Ariel Cárdenas, built a giant organization, Diamond, and he passed away several years ago. And Ariel and his sister follow not only leaders but other people that build new organization. They are built growing, and this is not easy, but Ariel is doing a fine job. They are growing. So welcome, Ariel. How are you? Your mic. I I'm the second generation of OmniLife. My father started this business 28 years ago, and thank you to the OmniLife income, I went to the university. I have a master's degree in finances, and I live all my life due to OmniLife. But as a business, at the beginning, I was not so interested because I love my career, my degree. But once I was out there, yes, there's jobs, but with not the income that I wanted, because I was just winning $2,000, but I wanted more. So my father invited me for this wonderful opportunity. So I follow my father, and since the beginning, I started working with Adrian Macias. Do you remember in Tuxtla Gutierrez, in Chiapas, with my friend Diego? My father said that he can lend his card. So we went to Tuxtla Gutierrez. I was listening about the business, about this organization, and they explained me, and I got excited due to results. So I started this business in a constant way, and the result that it was that in the first year, well, I started in 2014. I won the Mediterranean trip in 2015, and it was the first process that I lived, because in that trip, the compensation plan changed. Jorge Vergara mentioned that we are going to have a lot of money, but in that cruise, Jorge Vergara launched that, and I started listening that only like this, only like that, because people is not aware of the changes. And one of my uncle, Victor Correa, I asked, "What is this?" No, you don't worry. If you work with a system in a very clear vision, you will have a lot of money. So I started focusing myself, and I remember that in those times our check was $5,000. That was in 2016. Now, today is $31,000. So $5,000. So as you can see, our income is 3 times more, and it's because of the vision of Jorge Vergara. Thanks, Ariel. Well, Now we have this presentation. Now I have a question for all you. You have with one word. I want to ask you, why OmniLife and what is expecting to the people that is signing or enrolling today? What is the future for them? So we start with Ariel. Why OmniLife? Because there's no other business that you will receive this result. And the future is a lot of health and a lot of economic freedom. We have tools to grow very fast. As I mentioned, I grew for 5 times. So Pepe Vergara, we are going to be the future Pepe Vergara and Caballero. Adrian, go ahead. Why OmniLife? Because world change. There is a sentence that is changing. The world is changing. No, it's already changed. So we are seeing people that are losing their jobs. Artificial intelligence. As a matter of fact, there is a robot that will learn from humans, and this is the reality right now. So we need to start things, and in order to this, we need a tool. And OmniLife is there for us. Everything that you need to learn and start your business. And another thing, the future, eh, grow. Grow, multi-development of OmniLife. They mentioned it yesterday. Not only following the money, you need to follow not only money but results, and you grow as person, as a father, as a friend, as a brother. So Omni Life is a complete school. Now that I am a parent, I can see the different how my child is growing up. So Omni Life, that's the future. Thank you, Adrian. Wilfred, why Omni Life? Because today, OmniLife is the company that offers a complete set of tools and a lot of products. I don't know a company that has a product such as OmniLife. This product can mix among them. There's this detail, and it's very powerful, that you can mix product. Anyone can have these products, pregnant women, children, and that's not easy in the market. And second, you have the brand of personal care product. And with that, then we have this integration that we need in our homes. We need these products for the skiing and also the other ones, and nutrition products. So with that, we have a long-term business. With that detail, why? And the future, with all this innovation, is impressive. This is a company that is ahead of other. This is with all the changes that are happening in the world. So with that, we have the certainty of why we need to be here, and the future for the people that are starting today with OmniLife. Well, you know something in transformation, the power of knowing that anyone in this company that integrates. It doesn't matter if you have a bachelor degree or not, if you are afraid or not, if you can talk in front of an audience. So you transform yourself since day one. So that's the future for the people that is signing or enrolling today. That was my example. Thank you, Wilfred. Manuel. If you are watching this meeting, why OmniLife? Well, the answer is in yourself, because today you are not in the place that you are in your life. But you, what are you going to find here? Well, is this that fantasy of success that you have in your mind? Well, you will find it here. But if you work and with, as Jorge Vergara says, one day and the other too. The proof is that in this marathon, a lot of people share their success story. So the question is, why not to do it? And people have in their mind and write it down, what if? What if I achieve it? What if I've started and I'm triple diamond? So you will experience that.
Antonella, ¿por
Antonella,
qué OmniLife?
why
¿Qué esperas
OmniLife
tú
and the
de lo que estás
future?
armando?
OmniLife is the only company that has wonderful have products, and this company is adapting to the change. With 30 years of trajectory, is one of the companies that is ahead of everything. So even though of the circumstances of the last year, this company continue working, so more and more demand all over the world, and is the only company that can face a crisis. So there is opportunities with us, no matter if it's only a great company, but it's thinking in the well-being of the people to through the economical benefits and also the growth and personal development. So why are we here? But about this, we need to know us, that you are part of this. We are not here to survive, we are here to more. So there was just one person and then six persons that bet in one dream and trust and follow. So what is the future for the person that are enrolling today? Well, it's very simple. You have everything for you, all the tools, people that they already show the path and now we need to follow them. If you needed a diamond in years, well, you can achieve it in just 1 month. So this is impressive. So just to believe in this, and that's it. To trust in ourselves, but because opportunity is there. Why we can achieve it? Yes, of course. I'm very excited and to tell you,
Oye, Antonella, ¿qué pasó con los lentes? Parece que me los prestaste a mí. Sí, está bien. Gaby, ¿por qué OmniLife? ¿Y qué les esperas?
Gabi,
¿Qué dices
why
hacer?
OmniLife? Why OmniLife? Because time gave us reason. Because what we are talking right now, what we are living right now is not new. It's something that started since the beginning, 30 years ago. And since the beginning, he told us what will happen. We have all the times that he says that health and must be in a priority. He talked about technology and advancement, and he said that in one moment everything will be 100% digital, and we are living that. So, all of us, since we started in this company, we are living, we are seeing. And it's incredible how you can manage your business since this foundation. And today, a lot of people that for example, loses their jobs, they don't need their job because they are with this company. because somebody said there was a world with less staff. So there's a lot of things that since many years ago now is a reality. So the future for the people that are part of this company, well, as you know, is a worldwide company with a very good future plan to reach millions of people. I remember Jorge says 70 million people, but I always compare. There's a lot of business that they have success in one time, and in another time they were not very successful. But today, OmniLife with 30 years, they will reach 50 and 100 years. But our sons will all the young people will be with this company in the future. So if today we have 7.5 million taking this product, so in the next years, well, knowing that we are 7 billion of people in the world, of course, the future is like the supermarket in as Mexico in Oxos, or a lot of countries where you can find the first things. So for us, is like that. And well, once Jesus Satarain said to me that the ones that are in Omni Life, we are ahead in the evolution chain in the internal part of our body with this supplement which is wonderful. We are living a different situation compared from the other. A lot of abundance from everyone, income with this international business, so you can be at your house running your business.
Qué increíble, Gaby. Eso
Thank
último
you,
que
Gabby.
dijiste. Felicidades. Vamos a tratar de
Congratulations.
hacer dos rondas más de
Well,
preguntas.
we have two more
Me encanta la
questions.
dinámica.
I
Espero
love
que estén
this
cómodos con la
thing.
dinámica. Es algo
Hopefully
diferente,
you
pero estamos extrayendo cosas
understand
bien
this.
interesantes de lo que
But
ustedes
we
piensan,
are
inteligentes,
receiving a
con
lot
lo
of
que se quede la
information,
gente,
so
la
that's
visión que ustedes
important
tienen de su empresa
for the
en el
people.
futuro.
The vision
A
of
ver,
this
díganle a
company
la
and the
gente
future. So the
qué
next
significa
question:
ser diamante
what
y qué hay que hacer
does it
para
mean to
lograrlo,
be
más allá
diamond?
de dos
So
oros elite,
beyond of two
etcétera,
gold,
plata
elite,
supreme y
and
tantos puntos,
plata,
qué tienen que
supreme, and
hacer a
point.
nivel
So
personal, qué
what
tienen que transformar
people
para
must
ser diamantes.
change in order to become
Gaby.
diamond? Gabi? One of the first things is in order to achieve this objective, you need to have a very clear goal. And this is something that is very nice in our system because with that we have an objective. So we know where to walk. Is like the taxi and tell him where do you want to go. So anything in life you need a clear objective. So talking about diamond, if I don't understand how this compensation work or plan works, well, diamond is the answer or the result of your goal, your focus, and once you arrive there, you will have a lot of transformation. Then, on the way, you realize that you need to change in this process. And as Jorge Vergara says and taught us, with the example, we do not and we do not need to chase money but results. So you you need to be very humble because I remember that on my pathway there were a lot of moments where I was thinking that yes, of course, I was doing an okay job, but then you realize that all time you need to be learning. Always learn, and there's a lot of people with great qualities. So in this process, I love everybody. all the leaders that gave me an example, they are my inspiration. So when you are connected with that purpose, that somebody want to be part and you are part to be leader, is when you are advancing, when you are reaching to that objective. And then when you fulfill your objective, you know already that that result is also, well, is a consequence of a lot of result also in the life of others, not only in the health, but everything. So, for example, in my case, I have a lot of people in my team that are receiving a lot of money. So it's not just me, it's the people in my team. And all my team has my same focus. My dear friends and leaders of my team, you will achieve the diamond level because you already decided towards this objective and you need just to follow.
Bien. Antonella, ¿qué significa
Antonella,
ser diamante y
what
cómo
does it mean
lograrlo?
to be
Porque,
diamond?
digo, esto como un poco el contexto, ¿no?
And I want to give
No todo
more
es color de
context.
rosa
Not
en OmniLife, no todo es
everything is
maravilloso.
pink in
Siempre
OVNI
pasamos
life.
por momentos frustrados o miedos,
Sometimes
nos
we
encontramos
have
con
fears or
dificultades en países
frustration
y
or
allá vimos cómo de repente
difficulties
se
in some
escasea el producto en un
countries,
país por
the
ciertos problemas
scarcity
y
of
luego al otro
some
país
products.
de repente pasan cosas, de repente te caen
Sometimes
informes muy
there is
fuertes
something
y
that
entonces,
went wrong,
¿qué
and
significa ser diamante? ¿Por
why
qué tienes que ir
diamond
encontrando en
is
el
a
camino?
special
¿Cómo lo
meaning.
tienes que lograr? ¿Qué tienes que vencer para ser un verdadero diamante? Antonella,
Well, Diego, with this question, I remember last year I was passing a very difficult times personally and as Argentinian. So you need to wake up every day, and it doesn't matter what is happening in your life. You need that very clear objective, and something that is very important is. Don't look back, just go ahead, but you need to remember where are we today, and that is something that will help you to continue this path, because we are not just our past. We need to make a decision and be very fast to give this extra. I have a boy of 4 years, and last year, in the middle of the pandemic, we were working in home, and and it was. I just slept 2 hours, but just watching my son, I say, I'm going to pay the price. See, this is a kind of logic. You need to continue, and it doesn't matter the situation, your past situation. This will help you, and again, to have a very clear vision, a strategical plan that lead you. That's a fundamental. This is steps that you are going to follow in the next months. How you are going to be very focused and have a very clear message, because there are times that people is wasting time waiting for a message, but you know what, the opportunity is there. We already have the plan. There is people that are achieving great successes. So if you start right now and if you have a very clear objective, you can reach the diamond level very fast. It's a responsibility because also you will help a lot of people. So being a diamond is, for me, is to pass a lot of things, to overcome obstacles. Last year, I crashed my car, so I have a lot of problems, but for this, this is a challenge for me. My father, he's 70 years and he's with coronavirus. And a family has a cancer problem. So thanks to this company, I can pay his debts. But again, you need to make a decision, and this is very important. It doesn't matter what you are suffering or to being in right now, and then pay the price to be diamond. Stop watching the news and then listen to your heart. There is the answer. And also give an extra.
No, ya la contestaste.
You already answered the second question.
Gracias, Antonella.
Thank you, Antonella.
Era por qué ser diamante, qué significa ser diamante y lo que uno tiene que atravesar. Creo que quedó clarísimo lo que tú tuviste que atravesar. Manuel,
Manuel? Well, being diamond, let's talk about what not to be diamond is mean to be like a coward with your purpose, your desire, and your goals. A lot of people cannot differentiate the goal and a desire because when you sign or you enroll and you understand the income of a diamond, of course, everyone wants to be a diamond, but then there's a problem. The people, when they if you are full of desire and you don't fulfill that, then it's a frustration. But then you need to pay the price to be a diamond. And but if you have a clear objective, and this means work one day and the other is the same, and cowards, when something is difficult, are the first to abandon the situation. So right now we are talking about a lot of distributors and business person that we are overcome very difficult things, personal and also another things. And fortunately, my wife helped me with the ego part, and is helping me because again I got confused with self-esteem and ego, and this is the meaning of a diamond. So the thing that you need to do is to understand what is important. It's not only that you become diamond, but to help your team so they become diamond. I remember the first time in Egypt when we arrived there, and you can see the pyramids. Is to see the top of the stone, but then you are very close to that pyramid, and as you can see though in these big stones, it's not important as much important at the top of the pyramid but the foundation. So when I talk about this courage and the desire, that people that wake up every morning and start working, because we built an organization with a lot of people with a lot of force. So are you going to be a coward or a brave person? The decision is in your hands.
seguimos con Welfren.
Now we continue with Wolfram. Well, what does being a diamond mean? I think the very first need to do is make the decision. You need to be clear that you want to go somewhere. In our case, we were in such a need with so many problems, like many people come to this business with self-esteem on the floor. In our case, our self-esteem was on in the basement, and thinking that you will become diamond. Sometimes you don't have the brains, but one of the first things you have to do is making the decision to go for something, and then that becomes a goal. And when you have a goal, you know where you're going. understanding something, understanding that you will stumble along the way, things won't come out the you plan, you set a goal to reach, and along the way you find obstacles you didn't think you would have. And still, with all this, there's something that for me is important. That's when I understood a word: determination, decision. This is my goal, and I won't stop. I will go for it. And if there's obstacle here, what's the path? You go over it, underneath, you go around, you find a way out because the goal is clear. The goal is clear. You have the decision to go for it. And when this happens, you know the very first thing or part of the things you have to do is to start to change. And the diamond first is inside. You believe it. The diamond is not a title. Diamond is how many people you helped along the way, how many people you have to change, because sometimes in this race, because you want to become a diamond, because the income is attractive, we forget that the diamond is made by people. A single guy won't get it without people's commitment to reach this level. And I've seen cases, people, yes, they want to become diamonds, they're excited, they want to change their lives, but along the way, knowing the responsibility, they they lose it up. And I tell people, I think something that is real. There are people who want the diamond, but they don't want the rest of the stuff. The diamond comes with a package, and this is discipline, commitment, working in yourself. Manuel talked about this, working on your ego, because the more you advance in this business, especially when you start with nothing, suddenly you start to get things. The fridge is full, there's enough money, there's money to pay the bills, you have money in your accounts, and you start to lose sight of things. It's very easy to think that you're more than the others, and part of being a diamond is growing from your inside, working your inner side to commit with the other's dreams. And remember, it is very important to set goals and work for them, but your happiness doesn't have to depend on those goals. If that's not clear, go ahead. I was telling you, Diego, if we are not clear that we can, if our goals depends from happiness, because if we won't get the goals, we're going to be frustrated. I do what I do, being happy today, and later I will get the goals. Great, Wolfram. Thank you very much, Adrian. For me, it is a group of things, and I see it like this. I don't want to get the impression that you earn things only with time, and every level gives you things, but it is a fact that after being a diamond, there's a big change in every sense. It's an elevator. You're in the first floor. You have silver. You have food. You pay your debts. You're in the gold floor. You have something better, a better house, a better automobile. And then you're in the diamond floor. Obviously, your life changes in every way. There's no need for things. Money is not a problem. So the first thing to become a diamond is a change of lifestyle. Jorge taught me this. It's not the same serving the others with needs that with resources is not. I remember a phrase Jorge used when he bought the big plane. Serving the other is not punishing yourself. I'm suffering, I'm helping. No, you can help the others in prosperity and abundance. Actually, you're going to show the others that you are out of poverty, and for me, that's very important. If we want to help poverty in the world, let's become millionaires. If we are not, Millionaires, we're going to be just another problem for the world. For me, it's like an elevator. It is a commitment with people. When you get there, you will understand that you influenced on many people and your behavior, your actions, the way you look at life. Because of this position you reach, you will influence on others. So how to get these desired diamonds? It would take a lot to explain this in a nutshell. It's a group of things. Number one, wanted to leave your comfort area. If you don't, if you're comfortable where you are, it's impossible to become a diamond. Even though you, if you have Jorge Barca working there, you must want to leave something that is not comfortable for you. The problem is that many people is comfortable in being uncomfortable. So if you're connected to this program, I want to live this. I'm pushing myself to go to other levels. Therefore, you're going to be in this fear area. Because we are fear. You have fear to do these things, and you do this, and you see that there's no more fear. Well, for me, I had a disease because I didn't know how to talk in public. And when I came to this company, the first thing that Walter tells me, the first national event, that was the hand that pushed me. I go through this fear area, and I realized nothing happened. On the opposite, I was empowered. I saw I was capable of talking in public and I could help other people. I started to find skills I thought I didn't have. I started to develop that. The first thing is to wanting to leave your comfort area. Then you have the skills you're learning in this program. You need to create skills, replicate them. Something I love from Lex. I had ads for admirable clients, customers in the U.S. and they didn't work. That's what Jorge said. Why are we so impatient? Starting something in 1 week, you everything you leave the kid under the bed. It didn't work. That's being impatient, anxiety, and what I've learned here is being constant enough, because there's a law: sow and harvest. What you sow is what you reap. The the, the tree with the apple tree. 3 months later, you must learn to be constant and patient, not passive. You want to be a diamond, you must be patient. Patient is knowing how to wait, but work it. Don't don't get confused. This skill, you are getting them here now. Put them into action. Create, practice. If you start with a normal customer, what do I think? I practice. If nothing happens, I practice and practice, practice. I forget the result. I practice, but practice makes master. Number two, mindset. We need to work with the things we heard. Jorge Vaca, what you think, how you're going to change the way you look at things. You see need of prosperity. For me, this is basic in a diamond. What are you seeing last year? At the beginning of the pandemic, many of us saw opportunities and see the domino effect, the effect of this, how do you call it? All this is this snowball effect. We created it because we saw an opportunity. So mindset is indispensable in the diamond. Number three is attitude. What's this? Keep doing things even though they didn't work. In my case, talking about myself, I'm not excited the whole time. Sometimes they are frustrated. Sometimes didn't work the way they were supposed to. I have a relative with COVID. I mean, I'm not like this in this mood, excited, cheerful. You may be angry, but what's the secret? I don't stop working. I'm angry, upset, but I'm talking to people. I'm working with my appointment book. I make it work. My Zoom, my tours. That's the key of a diamond. That's why it's diamond. Listen to the diamonds. They have walked over fire. That's why they know it. You're in two, you're not one. I saw Jorge like that. I saw him. He was a great example. I knew he was not 100%, but he knew what we wanted. because the show must go on. That's getting to that level. It's very important to understand that all this diamond thing gets you to emotion control. Don't be afraid of being frustrated. I had to go through big frustrations. Let me tell about one. I wanted to, I was called Supreme and then a summit in April. I wanted to give her a present. There was, we're 2 a.m. the application, Gold Supreme, 3 years ago. Yes, I was frustrated. I felt bad. Yes, I felt something here. I don't know how to tell. And BD tell me go to the office, yell, kick things, but I want to be a diamond next month. And well, she was right. What do we need? What do we need to become diamonds? Process frustration. Am I going to tell you there's no frustration? I'm lying to you. Process it, move on, don't get stuck when things don't work, and that's going to get you to that level. Finally, work. Diego says, and how do you get it? Working with people's rank. You want to become diamond? Stop thinking in yourself and work with the others' ranks. I don't know. You may say, isn't that the same? I think my time and the others know something changed. I don't know how to explain that. The fact of getting out of the equation, go for the others, that mere fact, people will connect with you. And people will feel that you are transparent. And they will feel you really love them. And that changes the business. That changes, and I don't want to call them a team. They're my friends. I have friends. Jester, Tony, Marilyn, Mauricio, Bolaños, Rinaldo, Luis Canos, Cristina. They're friends. They're not a team. They're not distributors. They're my friends, people. I celebrate with my birthdays, their birthdays. We have been in good things, bad things. This will lead you not only to become a diamond, you can do it without strategies, is becoming fulfilled. Mauricio Carlo, how do you think you feel? Of course, that's what we call the emotional commission that here in Omnilife you will feel it. Thank you.
Wow,
Wow.
me dejas sin palabras.
I'm speechless, really.
Tal cual lo que esperaba esta pregunta.
That's what I expected from this question, much more.
Increíble lo que acabas de
What
decir.
you just said is incredible. Let's go with Ariel.
Yo creo que todos se sienten
And
emocionados con esta
you
pregunta.
feel like me in this panel, I see in your faces, Ariel,
Rápido,
quickly,
¿qué
very
significa ser
quickly,
diamante y qué
what does being a diamond
hay que hacer
mean
para
and
lograrlo?
what do we need to do to get there? Well, I think that being a diamond is those who have gone through a process. Pepe Vergas says that you need to transform. We to sign and transform. Yes, we were signed up. We've been educated to go through a transformation, and also, as Daniel said, we have focused on people results. You need to focus on others becoming diamond in my organization. I have two processes for diamonds, Julian Tirado and Rosa Romero. The two main prospects to become diamonds, and we're working on that for them to achieving their dreams. So, and that will give us our dreams in turn.
Vamos a terminar este panel, chicos,
We will
con una pregunta.
finish this panel with this last question, very simple.
Después, me imagino que han cumplido muchos sueños en
I'm
Omnilife.
sure you have achieved many dreams in OmniLife, but I want to ask you today, what is your dream, Ariel? My dream is complete my house. I'm building an 800 square meters house. Invite us, sure. Why is this a dream? When I saw my parents when they started in OmniLife, they started with a small room, building the house where they live now. And they did it as they could. They added a kitchen, another room, and the house looks like a puzzle. My dream is to have this thing building my house thanks to OmniLife income. Now I have two architects working in the design. I have a whole team of people working there, and that's one of my dreams. It's scheduled to be finished in December this year.
Vale, gracias Ariel.
Thanks,
Dos
Ariel.
preguntas. Adrián,
Invite us.
tu sueño.
Adrian, your dream.
Yo sé que suena muy
I know it sounds very philosophical, and some new guys may not understand this. Only when you meet many financial things, you see the true panorama of intention. I've heard Jorge talking about intention. Yes, I was broke and it was difficult for me. I just came here to see how I could be saved. You think in being saved, and it's okay. If that's your situation, there's no problem with you. With the passing of time, you will understand when you move on, you are no longer drowning. Money is not a problem. You see intentions you didn't know they were there. For me, is continuing with the Jorge Vergara legacy to honor what Jorge built for us. Pass this on to all the people in the world. It doesn't matter if we're number one, we're number 25. It's okay. At the end of the day, the most important thing is not the ranking, is the prosperity we all have in this company. Because companies may be before 25, how much prosperity, abundance, share. This thing we have. We have different teams, different organizations, and we're a family. Nobody has this. So for me, it is preserving this to taking. We have many X, Y, Z, or all the alphabet. It's not easy for them. They're having a very difficult world, a world with AI. And for me, it would be very important to give this hope. The children of our children, I see Matthew today, and Matthew is with these children of distributors. That's the future. It is understanding what we are living for them. That's my dream, to preserve Jorge Vergara's legacy. Thank you, Adrian. Incredible.
Es el de muchos, pero así
Many
como
have
es
this
el
dream.
de Adrián.
Ours too.
Vamos con Wilfren.
Let's go with Wilfred. Well, my dream is these days I've been sort of thinking on this thing that really makes me happy. Yesterday I was listening to Victor Correa, and I connected to something that for me has become my dream. See many people around me achieving their dreams that goes in hand with this thing. I said, seeing people who hasn't been there, who doesn't have that freedom they want. My dream is actually to be connected with others' dreams, to be able to work shoulder to shoulder with them, to see these people from Argentina, greetings from Uruguay who trusted in us, the people from Mexico, to see them achieve this, Diego, because life has changed for us. I come from having nothing, and achieving what we achieve today connects me to the thousands of people around around me who may do it, and the millions of people who will come to OmniLife. I want to be that light on their path for them to find their own path. That's what moves me today and keeps me excited, really. Imagine this level, how high it is, becoming a diamond, how much you have to grow inside to develop work in your self-esteem and many things. Young people, new ones may say, I want to travel, I want to fly, but you understand that the final well-being is to go beyond. When people comes to you, thanks for changing my life. That's the final, the ultimate well-being at the end of the road. That's what you strive for. Congratulations, well from Manuel. Talking about dreams, it looks like when you are driving in fog, you know where you want to go, but you can't see it. I when I met Jorge Vergara, I learned a word vision is when the fog is gone and you see the place where you will be. Here in the block two in a panel where we heard double diamonds, and my vision is to have a team that big part of my team becomes double diamond, and I see being able to say, Elias, I think you bought a house in Switzerland. Let me have for a weekend. The next weekend, Juana, you bought an apartment in London, across the street from the big man. Let me take my private jet. That's my vision today, because if you have double diamonds and triple diamonds, I know I can have a team, and I have people I really admire. I know we will have many diamonds, many double diamonds. That's my vision, to have a team with successful people. I want to take the opportunity with technology to continue with my business only. I don't know when we will have VR, and wherever you are, you continue humanizing the retailing, something that Jorge Vergara and Ovni left to us when marketing was selling these big aisles in commercial place. He bet on people, talking to people, people taking care of people. Today, the world is digitalizing everything, looking for robots in sales, and OmniLife still betting on analogical digital business, but human at the same time. Many companies will realize through time that the right way of distributing and marketing is what OmniLife is doing. That's called vision, a company that goes beyond.
Antonella,
Antonella,
¿cuál es tu
can
sueño?
you repeat the question? What's your dream? You know, this question was asked by Jorge in 2018, and I remember I didn't dream. I didn't dream. At Monsanto, there were very hard days when I have nothing to eat, and the only thing I had super mix, but that was my 4,000 personal points fix. And today, I think these years, I've been through a number of situations looking for this dream, and I think abundance is just the consequence of something. Today, my dream is to impact millions of people in the world. One day, I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe it, really. I don't know, hadn't I taken OmniLife's opportunity, I don't know what would have happened without my son, without OmniLife. I wouldn't have had 6 years with addictions, panic attacks, depression, a very low self-esteem. I didn't value my life. I didn't know what I was going to do. I felt lost, really. And thanks to OmniLife, OmniLife was the opportunity that brought me back the will to live. Yes, I'm very young, but those people who went through depression, I'm sure they understand me. And I think there are many people, we have today responsibility to save them through example, success, work in our mindset, because all the things we have put in our mind is in our world. My dream is to impact the lives of millions of people, and as a result, to have abundance. That's my goal, to be able to reach people, for people to reach big things, but above all, to find that purpose. Why are we here? This will to do something differently, to start valuing themselves as human beings, and I think OmniLife is the right means to reach those people out. That's what I share with you. Thank you, Antonella.
Gaby,
Gabi. Well, I have many dreams, and I agree with all the things I've heard. At the end of the day, you realize that all these dreams are the result of a bigger dream, something that has a more profound meaning. Obviously, I would like to live in the house of my dreams. I visualize it. I want to go to many more countries. I want to do many things, social assistance, many things I have in mind. But something that is my immediate dream is that every person who are not a diamond yet, they should, as soon as possible, for them to realize that they need to strengthen this internal path that is going to lead them, that decision they made, to transform it, to include the willingness, being willing to walk the path. Those people who are going through a difficult situation, you have levels of gold supreme, gold elite, premier, or something, or bronze supreme, silvers. They feel that it's not enough. They still have many debts. They're the process kind of delayed. They let themselves carry by this anguish. My dream is for these people to realize, to take this mindset, and at the end of the day, you will realize that everything was worth the effort. Today, I can tell you that there's a lot to do, but the calmness, I desire my peace to everybody, and in this moment, beyond the problem of the life world, my team, I know that in my team there are very valuable people. I'm sure, as Adrian said, they are going through big frustrations, things as it happens to many of us. But I want you to see in myself, get inspired by this panel, those who have talked today, and what will come to you. Get excited because what will happen to you, it will. My dream is that you can experience all this. Many people is starting with my team. Obviously, I know them. We are every day connected. I know that they deserve it. I know the things they've been through. They will get it. Today, I have a new goal supreme. I'm very excited. It's another step. I know there's a process. She was bronze, silver. She went back, came back. I saw her so close. I'm so excited. This is a part we need to understand. It will happen, as Adrian said. Thanks, Adrian, for what you said today, because this piece in your answer about what being a diamond means, I'll use it because you said from the bottom of your soul what it is, what it must be. So to finish this, I want to tell you that if this is happening to you, don't let this to let go, to stop being constant, because you will go through that. That's my dream. Let me tell you that I'm characterized for making my dreams come true. It is my dream, and you will make it. You will make it. I'm sure of that, especially connecting with what I'm saying. You will make it. Take it easy. You will continue. Because here in OmniLife, we will see, you will see many more diamonds, hundreds of diamonds, probably thousands and millions in the coming years. So become one of them, and life will change for you.
This was the last question, and I want to thank you, all of you, your time, your honesty, your vision, your answers, everything that you've done since day one. So you transform a lot of life of people, and there's more to follow. So more success, more abundance for you, happiness. So wish you the best. And we all just finish this business marathon. So I'm sending you a very big hug.
Gracias.